Don't hit. Corey, you don't hit. Wait a minute. Stop.
Come on, sort out this arguing.
Put them both in the cool-out time now.
Well,
they need to both, I don't care.
Dad, back off. Now you've got to discuss this with Chris.
Corey hit him. What are you going to do with Corey for hitting him?
aside and say we're sorry.
Corey needs to be put in the cool-down chair. Please go handle the situation.
You think so?
Yeah, yeah.
Corey.
I cannot just say I'm sorry.
I know, but you have to learn not to hit people. And Chase's too, because he hit you.
Come.
Why hurt me?
Well,
Why did it hit me first?
you guys know we'll be back to talk about it in a few minutes.
Dad, why are you getting involved?
Go away.
Where's my cup? Why put my cup? Why?
This is ridiculous. Colleen, you should have been doing this.
Corey, you do not hit anyone in this house. If you have a problem with anybody in this house, Corey, you come to Mommy or Daddy.
Mum, you're taking a back seat in this.
Get away from me.
You know what? Sit in your chair. Sit in your chair.
What did he do? I didn't...
He put his hands on me.
I did not even touch you.
He went to swing at me. Do not swing at your father.
This is not good.
We do not put our hands up to Daddy. Okay? I'll be back.
I didn't see him do it. You're imagining that.
Look at the pair of you, arguing in front of the children.
As your husband, I'm telling you to believe me what I saw. And what you're saying to me right now is I'm not telling you the truth. Is that what you're saying? I'm asking you because that's what I saw.
You're hot-headed, the pair of you. You both need to calm down.
You're not using the technique properly.
Excuse me.
You're driving me nuts.
Why am I driving you nuts?
Because you put him in the seat because he swung at you.
This is very disappointing, guys.
I'm a little upset. There was no arguing with my wife once she sticks to her ground. It's like she just went back to herself.
I didn't do it. Mommy didn't do anything.
We need to talk.
Hi.
Hiya, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Well, while I've been away for a couple of days, I've had a look at some footage, and I'd like to talk to you both now, so can we go over to the table and have a chat? It's the real stepping stone because they're able to see the mistakes they've made so that they can tweak that and make it correct.
You guys can play this game and I'm going to pass on this one so you can have some daddy time with them.
You gonna pass on it?
No.
There'll be no passing in this house.
Mummy and me time is crucial. I know you need your time,
Right.
but your children need that time. This was a time when Daddy was home that you should have been then embracing it as a family. It's about the kids first.
Don't hit. Corey, you don't hit.
Put them both in cool-out time. Corey needs to be put in the cool-down chair. Please go handle the situation.
Why did it hit me first?
You do not hit anyone in this house.
Right, Dad, stop taking over there and stop intervening. Let Mum deal with the discipline. You know you can do it. Have him sit up and listen to you. Okay. All right?
Get away from me.
You know what? Sit in your chair. Sit in your chair. We do not put our hands up to Daddy.
You're not
Okay.
using the technique properly.
Excuse me.
You're driving me nuts.
Why am I driving you nuts?
Because you put him in the seat.
Grow up, the pair of you. Grow up. Start communicating. Start listening to one another. Start respecting what the other one has to say. Because when you start to argue, you both lose your cool, you get angry with one another, and your kids listen to everything, and then they get dragged into everything. It's not fair on them. Still a lot of work to do, and in general, we need to be able to focus on how the pair of you deal with your children together, okay? And we'll see how today goes.
Sounds good.
Okay?
Sounds great.
All right.
What I thought was awful on the DVD was just the arguing between my husband and I. It was a little shocking. I said, wow, we need to stop this.
When we were watching the DVD with Joe, I felt we still have some issues that me and Colleen need to handle. So when someone's sitting there telling me this is what you need to do, I'm going to do it.
The communication zone technique is what I introduced for Chris and Colleen to start them talking again. So I gave them each a box to write down their thoughts and suggested they go to their room where they could talk away from the kids. Because it's desperately needed for Mum and Dad, they both need to really say what they mean to one another.
We're supposed to exchange boxes.
One for you, one for me.
Okay. Here, I'll go first.
Okay.
It says, I think we should discuss the techniques.
When I discipline the children, they always say, I don't think you did this right, or I don't think you did that right. So instead of you coming to me and saying, Chris, you did it wrong in front of the kids or something like that, what I'm asking you to do is talk to me later about it, because I just don't want to talk in front of the children.
Right.
Okay. My turn. I think you use the cool down section too often.
I think you have to only use the cool down section when it's really, really needed. Because if you use it like 10 times in a row, then it's not going to be effective when we really need to use it. He's not going to care if he's sitting there anymore.
I don't agree with that. I think if a child doesn't listen to you now, what makes you think he's going to listen to you when he gets older?
We need to communicate. I mean, that's something what we've been missing. And I think this is what's going to make us happier.
I think we work on it together.
Once we work together as a team and we improve our communication with one another,
Good job, honey.
there's going to be a huge change in our children's behavior.
Colleen and Chris still aren't on the same page when it comes to implementing discipline. So it's important that they come together and work through what they felt the unacceptable behaviour is. Now the pair of you have got discipline in place. But what the pair of you do need to do is to discuss your household rules and write it down on the board.
No yelling.
Oh, yeah, I agree. No hitting and pinching.
Eat your food at the table.
I agree, that's a good one. Great. How about no talking back?
No cursing.
Ask permission to leave the house.
Right.
For the first time, they were communicating as parents how they wanted their children to be brought up.
Practice good manners, be courteous. Mommy, Daddy may think of some in the future that we might have missed, but let's take it from that point on, you know? Does that sound good?
That sounds good.
I think the household rules is going to make a huge improvement. I'm glad she came out with that because we needed that.